probably heard that the City Council unanimously supported creating a task force to reimagine public safety. And the number one goal of that task force is to make sure that we increase public safety. We're also going to look very carefully at the Oakland budget. 44% of our budget, more than many other cities of similar size, goes towards policing. I want to make sure that we use every single dollar of ours wisely. I want our sworn police officers to focus on responding to, preventing, and solving violent and serious crime. And I want to limit their response to the things they're not experts at. So mental health calls, homeless calls, quality of life issues like noise issues, those should be handled by alternate responders. How do we recruit not only police officers but also civilians who are from our community, especially who speak Chinese and Vietnamese? But here in Chinatown, the thing that businesses and seniors really want is a visible presence of Chinese and Vietnamese speaking officers actually walking our streets, building relationships with the businesses, with the seniors. There's a lot of things that we can do that are related to safety. Safety is not only about policing, it's also about how do we activate all of the spaces, whether it's our parks or our streets. How do we get more people coming to Chinatown, shopping, using our restaurants? It's all of that activity that will really help keep our community safe. The main issue is that the City Council has already budgeted to have enough 911 call center operators. The problem is that those positions, there's at least 10 positions that have been unfilled for over a year. And that's not a problem of our budget because the money's there. It's a problem with our human resources team. With the budgeted positions, they're just not filled. And so that's where we need to focus. We have a program that is called Macro. It's a mental health program that we are starting here in Oakland. And the idea is to train more specialized mental health responders for these calls. It will be a combination of trained professionals. They could be part of our fire department. They could be part of nonprofit organizations, as well as people who can, similar to, say, a suicide prevention hotline, be able to talk to somebody right away instead of waiting for somebody to come in person. Now during COVID, there's also a lot of racism against Chinese and Asian people. How can the Chinese and Asian community continue to build our relationship with the Black community and understand each other? Because I think we're both facing different forms of injustice and violence and trauma, and we probably have more in common than we